Hi kids! In this video, we are going to learn about yet another important organ system of our body. You've already learned about the skeletal system as well as the muscular system. So in this video, we are going to learn about the organ system which controls all the other organ systems of our body, and that is the nervous system. Let's go into the video and discover what we are going to learn in this video. In this video, we will learn about the function and role of the nervous system, the parts of the nervous system. We'll learn about the structural and functional unit of the nervous system, that is, cells called as neurons or nerve cells. You'll also learn about different terms such as nerve fibers and nerves, and the difference between nerve cells, nerve fibers and nerves. Let us begin with a little bit of computer. So can you classify the devices which you see in this image into two groups? As you can very clearly see, some of these devices are used to feed information into the computer. For example, the microphone, the keyboard, the mouse, these are used to give information into the computer, and the devices on this side are used to take information out of the computer. For example, the headsets that you use, the screen or the monitor, speakers, printers, etc. So the first set of devices are called as input devices, and the second set of devices are called as the output devices. Let's compare and relate between the computer and a human body. So the input devices of a computer may be compared to the sense organs of the human body. Yes, you have learned about the sense organs, which are your eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. These organs take in information from your environment and feed the brain information about your environment. What are the output devices? The output devices are those which help you to react to the information that you receive from the environment. And in the sense of the human body, our output devices are the movable parts of our body which our brain can control. What is the central processing unit of the computer called? It is called as the brain of the computer. So obviously the central processing unit may be compared to our brain. So just like information goes into a computer or a CPU through input devices, and the CPU or the central processing unit can store some of the information as well as process some of the information to produce some results which are passed on as output information. So all of the same processes happen in the human body too. Like for example, when you look at a glass of water, your brain interprets these messages which come from the eye as, yes, there is a glass of water which is at a certain distance from your hand. Therefore, it directs the mobile part of your body, that is your hand and your legs, to move towards that glass of water, grasp it with your fingers and then bring it towards your lips to drink it. Let's learn about the parts of the nervous system. So the nervous system is made up of the brain, the spinal cord and nerves. Today we will learn about the structural and functional unit of the nervous system, that is neurons or nerve cells. It has a cell body which is surrounded by several extensions or processes. The shorter extensions are called as dendrites and the long extension is called as an axon. The dendrites receive information and it passes through the cell body and through the axon and out of the axon. So the information passes through a neuron or a nerve cell only in one direction, through the dendrites and out of the axon. That is, the transmission of nerve impulses in a neuron is in a single direction. So remember that neurons or nerve cells are the structural and the functional units of the nervous system. That is, the nervous system is made up of neurons and its function is made possible because of the way neurons function. Now let's learn about a term called as the nerve fiber. When we talk about neurons, some of the neurons can be really long, up to several feet long. And the nerve fiber refers to the elongated axon of such neurons. Many a times the cell body sits somewhere and has its axon reaching far away. The axons are bundled together and then they go in a pipe sort of structure. And this pipe sort of structure is called as nerve. What are nerves? Nerves are a collection of neurons which are the individual nerve cells. You will understand a little bit more about nerve fibers and nerves in the next diagram. Let's see how neurons communicate with each other. Since neurons can only pass information in a single direction, they have to be aligned in a certain way. That is, the axon of a neuron has to meet with the dendrites of the next neuron. And when the neurons are lined up like this, it is possible to pass information from the sense organs to the brain or from the brain to the muscles of our body. So this is how neurons chat with each other or talk to each other, but only in a single direction. Now let's learn about what nerves and nerve fibers are by looking closely at this diagram. Each individual orange pipe is an axon of a neuron. So it is called as a nerve fiber. It is quite long. So many such axons are bundled together to form the smaller green bundle, which is further bundled together to form a large pipe-like structure, that is the purple bundle. As you can see, the purple bundle receives blood supply also, because these neurons are actual living cells which require nutrients as well as oxygen like any other cell of a body. So the largest bundle is the nerve, that is a purple bundle is what we call as a nerve, which is nothing but bundled up nerve fibers or axons, elongated axons of neurons. Now let's recall what we have learned so far. What controls all the organ systems of our body? Yes, the organ system called the nervous system. What are the receiving centers of our body? The sense organs are the receiving centers of our body. The nervous system is made up of the brain, the spinal cord, and nerves. Neurons or nerve cells are the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. Can you recall the structure of the neuron? The smaller extensions around the cell body are called as dendrites. The elongated extension is called as the axon. A nerve fiber carries messages only in one direction, from dendrites to the axon. What is a bundle of nerve fibers or axons called as? A nerve. Were you able to recall and understand the lesson well? If not, watch the video once again. I will see